Okay, so we're going to start here in ArcMap with an empty map document. The first thing we want to do, let's zoom in here a little bit so you can see what's going on. We'll go here to the Add Data button, and we'll use the drop down. You're likely not going to be in that GIS servers um, item to begin with, so we'll use the drop down here, go down and find GIS servers. You want to add an ArcIMS server, because that's the type of server that the city of Buffalo is running. We'll enter our URL for the ArcIMS website that we'll be accessing the data from, and we should be able to just click OK, and then that server will appear here in the application. You'll probably have to do some experimentation to see exactly what it is you've got in all of these data sets, but this is the one, the ENSSO data set that I've been looking at. It's unknown spatial reference. When accessing these ArcIMS services, sometimes you get that. We can try and find out what the spatial reference is, but for the time being, you're only going to be able to access the data and attributes within ArcMap. You won't be able to export them that I know of yet, so that's really not an issue. If we expand this layers, we see that we have also the parcels data, which we can turn on, and if we zoom right down into the street level, then that enables our parcels. And if you're interested in selecting a subset of parcels, you can do so. Just like this. It'll take a few seconds since it is sending the selection to a server. Should give us a selection here in a minute. There we go. No, it's going to select our streets instead. Let's go ahead and right click on parcels, selection, make this the only selectable layer, and then we'll go up here and clear our current selection, and then we'll try that selection again. Hopefully we should get a selected set. There we go, a selected subset of our parcels. And if we want to open the table showing the selected features for those parcels, there we are. And we can take a look at the information available on these parcels. We can actually export, if we want to, this table. Go to export, and should be able to export it as a DBF file. And you'll find there's also ortho imagery in this data set that you can turn on and off, provide yourself some visual context for the data. You have municipal boundaries. It looks as if maybe, let's see what else is in this data set. Buffalo, New York. Let's try that, see what they've got in that data set. Really the thing to do is just to explore the data and see what they've got. You can open this up. This again also has the parcels data, planning communities, planning neighborhoods. That might be of interest to you, so we can zoom to that layer once we turn it on. There we go. We have the boundaries for the planning neighborhoods. If you're interested in zoning districts, you can turn that on and refresh the map. Zoom right in on this area here, take a look at different zoning, and we can actually access the attributes. And one thing that might be useful is actually if you zoom in here, you can come into an area and take this info tool. And if you're interested in, let's say, zoning districts, we'll set that as our target. And we will, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I'm going to select our info tool, and if I click right on that zoning district, it's going to give me the attribute record for that particular polygon there and the information about that particular zoning district.